Good afternoon, everyone. We are Group 11. My name is Tanishk, and I'm joined by Anushka, Brooke, and Leyu, and we are going to be presenting Barbara Lynch, Robert Johnson, and the National Restaurant Association. So let's begin with our first topic, Barbara Lynch. Barbara Lynch is one of Boston's, as well as the country's, premier restaurateurs and chefs. She is the CEO of Barbara Lynch Group and overlooks the functioning of 8 concept restaurants around Boston. Due to her contributions to the culinary scene in Boston, she was named in the top 100 most influential people of the year by Time magazine in 2017. At the age of 13, she got her first job as a chef cooking at a local rectory. However, it was in high school that a home economics teacher inspired her to become a professional chef. During her early 20s, she worked under a few of Boston's greatest culinary talents, after which she traveled to Italy where she got first hand experience in Italian cuisine. She returned to Boston and became the executive chef at Galleria Italiana. In 1998, she opened a restaurant of her own named Number 9 Park. She then continued to open several concept restaurants, often at the same location, in order to make her restaurants culinary destinations. For example, 3 of her restaurants are in the same building on Congress Street. She has received glowing accolades over the course of her career. Number 9 Park received glowing reviews from publications around the country. In 2014, she was given the James Beard Foundation Award for Best Chef Northeast. Her first cookbook received the prestigious Gourmand Award for Best Chef Cookbook for the US. She is profiled in Boston 24/7 as well as a documentary on her own life named Amuse Bouche. She's an influential member of distinguished industry organizations, and her restaurants themselves represent the best of Boston's culinary offerings. Now I'll pass it on to my teammate Brooke to speak about Robert L. Johnson.
Thank you. Robert Louis Johnson was born in Hickory, Mississippi in 1946. He moved to Illinois as a child and went on to attend the University of Illinois for his undergraduate degree and Princeton for his master's degree. In 1979, Johnson founded a cable network called Black Entertainment Television, a network owned by and targeted towards African Americans. BET was wildly successful, eventually selling for $3 billion in 2000, making Johnson the first black billionaire in the United States. In 2002, Robert L. Johnson founded RLJ Companies, a business network that included many diverse companies within itself, covering a wide range of industries, one of these being RLJ Lodging Trust. RLJ Lodging Trust is a company that invests in hotel real estate. They invest in full-service hotels that are at a premium level, as they believe that these hotels are the most profitable due to their higher revenue per room and more efficient business model. Their hotels often have limited food and beverage options and also require less staff than most hotels. The company currently owns 103 hotels in the U.S., focusing on urban location and continues to expand, including 2017 merger with Felcor Lodging Trust, which added 37 properties to their portfolio. RLJ Lodging Trust owns and operates hotels by brands such as Hyatt Place, Courtyard by Marriott, and Embassy Suites. 2 of RLJ's companies are among the top Black-owned companies in the country. Johnson and his companies continue to expand and purchase more hotels. He is currently on the board of directors for Hyatt and serves as chairman of RLJ Companies. Thank you, and I will now pass the presentation on to Anushka.
Thank you. The National Restaurant Association, or the NRA, is the largest food service trade association in the world, with their headquarters located in Washington, D.C. They represent and advocate on behalf of more than 500,000 restaurants and businesses in the industry. Their main goals are to build industry influence, build industry image, and build industry engagement. The NRA serve their members by advancing and protecting America's restaurant and food service industry. They host an annual National Restaurant Association show that allows restaurant and business owners in the industry from all over the country to make connections and further their companies. They also work individually with restaurants to help solve more specific problems and push them to grow. Internally, in restaurants, they aim to strengthen operations, mitigate risk, and develop talent. They encourage teamwork and enforce the policies of trust and openness amongst all their companies. They also work to build their state and local networks and protect small businesses and their businesses in the industry through state and local advocacy. In around 1917, egg brokers dramatically rose their prices, leading to the Kansas City Restaurant Association to start a movement against this. The first official meeting was held on March 1919 in Kansas City, and they later relocated to Chicago and then to Washington, D.C. A challenge they faced in the beginning was the prohibition of alcohol sales for 13 years. This was a problem as alcoholic beverages brought in most of the sales during the time. However, this allowed them to focus on just restaurants, which is what they specialize in today. Thank you. I will now pass it on to Leo to tell you more about this.
Thanks. NRA has some partners. The first one is Multicultural Food Service and Hospitality Alliance, which is the first multicultural organization to serve the needs of the restaurant, food service, and lodging industries. And the others are 52 state restaurant associations. During COVID-19, NRA launched an ad campaign called Restaurant Revival because restaurant industry suffered the most out of all industries. More than 8 million restaurant employees were laid off. This ad campaign appealed to all senses with the popular tagline, Order Up. NRA has a lot of accomplishments since it was established. NRA set up Kids Live Well, which is a voluntary program where restaurants commit to offer meals, side dishes, and beverage options that meet rigorous nutrition criteria. After 9/11 attacks, NRA raised more than $20 million. It also has a program called Serve Safe, which offers training and certification in food safety and alcohol. NRA set up NRA Education Foundation to empower people from all backgrounds with training and education. They use resources of the hospitality, restaurant, and food service industry to make this possible. Thank you for watching our presentation.